everybody, welcome to Pressure Crisp. My name is Lisa and today we're going to be making potato salad in the Ninja Foodi. You're going to see how easy it is, it's quick, it doesn't heat your whole house up. So on that 80, 85, 90 degree day, you can actually pressure cook your potatoes as well as your eggs, if you do put eggs in your potato salad, right in the Ninja Foodi, and your house will not heat up. So let's just jump right in and get started. To get started with this potato salad, you're going to need a little over 3 pounds of potatoes. These are russet. This is what I like to use for my potato salad. So as you can see, I peeled them and they've been soaking in water probably over an hour. You don't have to do it that long if you don't want to. I just peeled them ahead of time. I did a lot of prep earlier, so I just left them soaking on the counter. So you're just going to put that off to the side. And you're going to use a sharp knife. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your knife. You want to cut these into 1-inch cubes. Just do the best that you can. It's very difficult to get them into 1-inch cubes. These potatoes are wet. Even though with the dimples on here, the potatoes will still stick to the knife. So please be careful when you're trying to remove it from the knife. See how that sticks? Just please be careful. We'll just use this piece for a starting. Put that off to the side. And you're just going to guesstimate. About 1-inch pieces. That's about it right there. So you're just going to keep cutting these into 1-inch pieces. That's about 1-inch pieces. Now, a lot of these potatoes will break down. You might say, oh, wow, these are really big pieces. But they're not. When you're pressure cooking these potatoes, you want them large enough so they do not fall apart. And we're just going to put them right back in the water. So I'm done peeling those potatoes. This is what it looks like. The water is really starchy, so I'm going to bring this over to the sink. We're going to dump it out, and then we're just going to rinse them in a strainer and put them right in the Ninja Foodi. So I have those potatoes. Just going to put them directly into the Ninja Foodi. We're going to go ahead and add 4 cups of water. Just going to give it a shake. There we go. I'm also going to add 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. Just going to give this a stir. You don't want the salt sitting on the potatoes, just to mix it up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and add 3 eggs. Just put them in just like that. And you're going to take your lid, you're going to put it on, make sure it's set to seal. We're going to go ahead and turn it on. We're going to hit pressure. We're going to hit low, and we're going to do 0 minutes. Perfect. Then we're going to hit start. Now this cooking technique comes from Amy and Jackie. They have a terrific website that goes over the Instant Pot. I've made this recipe before, not their recipe. I've used the cooking technique before in the Ninja Foodi, and it works out perfectly fine. So I just want to give credit where credit is due. This is Amy and Jackie's cooking technique. But I'm not going to use their recipe, I'm just going to use my mother's recipe. So we're going to let this cook for 0 minutes. So like I said earlier, I'm using my mom's recipe. I am going to change it just a little bit. We're going to actually put in a little bit of red onion. We just want it in there for color. My mom traditionally always used onion. She always used a regular yellow onion. I'm adding a little bit of sweet onion. This is a Visalia. A little bit of red, we're going to add some green pepper and a bit of celery. So I'm just going to go ahead and start chopping this veg up. Just going to chop that off, put that off to the side, and you want to cut it. I like smaller pieces, so this is what I usually do. Just take your knife, just like this, because I don't want huge chunks of veg in this potato salad. And you're just going to chop it into fine dice. Just eyeballing that right there. That looks to be like 1/4 of a cup of celery. So I'm going to go ahead and just chop this pepper up. I'm going to clean this pepper. Okay, so don't throw this out. Always keep that. You can use it for other kitchen applications. And you're going to remove this pith. I know you're not supposed to go towards you, but I haven't mastered going the other way. But that's all you're going to do. You're just going to take your knife, get it low, and get rid of that inner pith. Beautiful. Get rid of the seeds you see. Great. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take it like this. And once again, you want to fine dice for this. Put that off to the side. See how much we have there. That looks to be about a 1/4 cup. Might add a bit more celery. Once again, I don't have like a recipe. I usually just always make this by eye. So I prefer to have, that may be enough, but let's just top up a bit more. There we go. There. So that looks to be like 1/3 to a 1/2 cup of green pepper. And this is like 1/4 to a 1/3 of celery. Once again, cooking is not exact. You can make it that way, but cooking is more forgiving than baking. Baking is more of an exact science. Now we're moving on to the red onion. Just put your, you have a garbage bowl, you can put it in a garbage bowl. I don't. Once again, this is, be careful. Always take your palm of your hand and put it here. Don't cut all the way through the onion. There we go. Then I just go down like this. You want to hold it together. Once again, you want to fine dice for this red onion. I forgot I sharpened the knife, so it's not that bad. Now red onion has a lot more of a bite than the nice sweet Visalia. Once again, make sure your fingers are not in the way. I'm just going to put that one off because we're only going to need a portion of this. So just put this in a baggie, save it for something else, save it for like the loaded potatoes or something. And my eyes are tearing up. Once again, take the palm of your hand. I can't get my hand around that. And you're just going to go through it. You don't want to go all the way through it. There we go. And you want to fine dice for the sweet onion as well. And you can adjust onion to what you like and what you don't like. It's personal choice. There we go. That's a little bit too much onion, but that's fine. So we just got a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half of the red, and we probably have like 1/3 of a cup, my eyes are watering, 1/4 to a 1/3 of a cup of Visalia. So you see, this is, I mean, it's beautiful. It's going to look beautiful. The red onion's going to pop, actually. The pepper will pop, and then you have all these flavors coming together with this potato salad. Now, one more thing before I let you go. What I am going to do, you're going to save all that. That is not waste. You're just going to take like a bowl, stainless steel bowl, whatever you have. You're going to take all these ingredients and just put them in there. Now you are prepped and ready. The potatoes will be done, I don't know when, but shortly. And they have to cool, but our prep is all set to make that potato salad. Let me put this back down. Then you're just going to mix this together. I mean, look at this. It's gorgeous already. Look at that. Beautiful. So I'm actually just going to cover this and probably pop it in the fridge because we do have to wait for those potatoes to cook as well as cool. So the 0 minutes are up. What we're going to do is, I'll take you up. Can't really see it, but we're going to do a manual quick release. Okay. So the little red tab has dropped in the back. Once again, make sure you open this away from you. Shake it a bit so the water goes down. Now before I take this over to the sink to put it in a strainer, I'm just going to take a fork, just do the fork test. Perfect, these are done. You can also do a taste test, but they would be hot. So take pot holders. Once again, this is going to be very, very hot. Please be careful. Take the eggs out before you strain it. I'm just going to put it right back in the Ninja Foodi. Make sure you shut it off or the keep warm function will remain on. I'm just using this as a temporary holder. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take those potatoes. This is, I think it's a 1/4 sheet pan. Take the potatoes, once again, watch out for the steam. And we're just going to take these potatoes and just put them on this 1/4 sheet pan. There we go. Take your fork, just spread them out a bit. This is actually perfect. Some of these pieces are quite large. And you notice some of these small pieces? This will make a perfect potato salad. You don't want to mess with these potatoes too much because you don't want to break them all up. So what I am going to do is, you're going to take some rice wine vinegar. I find rice wine vinegar that's less harsh, less acidic. I'm just going to take and just sprinkle some over. Do like a tablespoon, just right over the potatoes, just like that. And then what I do, you're going to take a spatula, and once again, be gentle and careful. Just fold them over just a bit, because you don't want to break them up too much. And once again, I got this idea from that Amy and Jackie from their website. I will put a link in the description so you can see how they did their recipe, but using their cooking technique. Now we're going to let this cool down some before we put it in the refrigerator. And then we'll just come back, make a dressing for it, and make a terrific potato salad. Okay. So the potatoes are cool. Let's finish up this potato salad. I do have a large size stainless steel bowl. We're going to see if we can get these potatoes in here without dropping any. Just pour them right into the stainless steel bowl. Be gentle doing this. Once again, you don't want to break up all these potatoes because you have to still mix this. There we go. Perfect. So what I like to do, I'm going to go ahead and add all the veg. Make sure we get every last little chopped piece out of there because we work so hard slicing and dicing. Oh, the veg smells really good. Once again, what I like to do, just mix it up just a bit. Once again, be gentle doing this. We just want them somewhat distributed in the potato salad. Awesome. Now, I do have to bring those eggs over here. Now for this recipe, you can use 3 eggs, you can use 2 eggs, you can use 1 egg, 6 eggs, whatever you want. These are a little... So we do want to take the shell off. And I was skeptical, like when I first made this recipe, I said 3 minutes on low pressure. Are they actually going to be done? I said, oh, I don't know. Easy cleanup. The cool thing is you're going to see that these eggs are actually done. 100% all the way. So we're just going to slice, cut them in half so I can show you. The knife stuck a bit. To me, they're actually a little overdone. What we're going to do, we're just going to chop these up. Once again, you want to do them kind of fine. Whoops. Just take your knife, keep chopping. That's all we're going to do. Let me go wash my hands. We're going to reuse the egg bowl for our dressing. We're going to take 1 cup of mayo. I like to use Hellmann's. Whatever mayonnaise you like. I know down south they like that Duke's. I've tried it. I don't like it. So you're going to take that 1 cup of mayo. Just put it in there. Now to this we're going to go ahead and add a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. We're going to use garlic powder. I'm just going to eyeball it. Probably like 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. I don't want too much in there to overpower it. Now I love black pepper, and I know the people that are eating this love black pepper. So that's 1 teaspoon of black pepper. We're going to add almost 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. Now, this is where you have decisions to make. If you add the egg to the potato salad, I would definitely add mustard. So I'm going to go ahead and add mustard to this. Now a lot of times this is how I make it. This is my mother's traditional recipe right here. This is all she used. She probably used apple cider vinegar, not rice wine vinegar. I just like rice wine vinegar better because it's less acidic, it doesn't pack that powerful punch. And you're just going to whisk this together, just like this. Make sure it's well combined. Alright, just grab a spoon. I feel the salt and the pepper and a little bit of garlic. So we're just going to go ahead and add a little bit of Dijon mustard. Probably just like 1 teaspoon, like a little squirt. Whoops. That's it right there. We just want the undertones. Go ahead and whisk this together. Go put this in the sink. Now we're going to go ahead and add the egg to this potato salad. Just going to put it right in there. Beautiful. Whoops. Give it just a quick stir. All right, gorgeous. Now you're going to take that dressing, you're just going to pour it all over. Look at that. It's going to be beautiful. Delicious and gorgeous. And we're just going to mix this up. Now to do a true taste test, I should let this sit in the fridge because you want these flavors to meld together. It's like a chocolate cake. A chocolate cake has to sit overnight. Sauce has to sit overnight in order to bring out that true, terrific flavors. This is coming together great. Look at this. Beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, so I'm going to plate this up and we'll do a taste test. But also, actually, before we do that, let's just grab a potato, taste test it. That's really good. You always want to taste test your food, but right now I can taste test this. Does it need more salt? Does it need more pepper? Does it need more garlic? I can add that now, re-stir, taste test again. All right, let's do a taste test on this delicious potato salad. Time for the taste test. Look at this. This is retro. I put paprika on it. My mother did it and my grandmother did it. Look at this. It's gorgeous. It's delicious. This is not one serving, don't worry. And don't worry, I'm not going to double dip. Just take a little piece off the top here. This is perfect. Now with potato salad, you don't have to add the eggs. You can make the dressing the same, minus the eggs. And then this is the potato salad that I grew up on. Grandma would make this, Mom would make this. It's just, it brings back wonderful memories of my mother and grandmother cooking and summer barbecues. Okay, I gotta get control of myself. This is just a good, basic recipe. And the best part about it, it can be made in the Ninja Foodi. And summertime, when it's so warm, so hot, it does not heat your house up. So, please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more Ninja Foodi videos. I love my Ninja Foodi.